What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Barbecue with Barry, and today we are doing an overnight brisket. Let's get started. So I picked up this brisket at Publix earlier this week. They were on sale. Kind of, if you knew, you knew. They were on sale for like $2.99 a pound, which is a great price. I picked up this 13-pound brisket for right around 38 bucks. So really, really good deal. I know a lot of people on some Facebook pages that I'm a part of scored these, were posting about them, that they were able to pick them up. I was able to get this one for a really good price. So I'm going to do an overnight cook on this. We're going to keep the temperature really low while it goes overnight. I'm probably going to keep the Recteq right around 180 to 200 degrees, give it a lot of smoke. And then in the morning, once that internal temperature reaches around 165, 170, could be possibly later tomorrow afternoon or around noon. But once that temperature gets to 165, 170, we're going to go ahead, bump this up, wrap it in butcher paper with some tallow, and then let it finish up until it's probe tender. So first we're gonna cut this out of here, start trimming this up. Just to be 100% transparent with everybody that's watching, this is only the fourth brisket that I've done. So don't judge me too hard on my trimming and how I'm doing everything. This is more of kind of just showing how I do it. I've had a couple briskets turn out really good. I would say 2 out of the 3 turned out really good. The third one, which was my second brisket, kind of turned out a little bit tough. I should have cooked it just a little bit longer just to get it to that more probe tender temperature of like right around 203 to 205 degrees. But nonetheless, we're going to try and get this one perfectly tender. All right, so let's go ahead, cut into this thing, get some gloves on. Now I'm going to start with kind of patting this thing dry, and then we'll start trimming it up. And as far as the trim goes, it really depends how much you want to trim off these things. If you're doing a competition or something like that, you might trim a little bit more off. I'm just cooking this kind of for me and my family to eat, so I'm not super concerned with the trim, but I am going to try and trim it up and shape it up nicely. Now on this side, I like to take off just a thin slice, that way I can see how much fat we're working with, how thick of a fat cap we're working with. As you can see here, kind of got a really big fat cap, so we're going to want to take that down. And all of this fat is great to put in a pan, and you can render it down and make your own beef tallow out of it, which is great to wrap brisket with. I mean, you can cook stuff with it, so it's good to have, good to keep around. Take this piece of fat out. All right, that's looking pretty good. Pretty happy with the fat here. Got about a 1/4 inch down here on this end, and then kind of all the way around. Might trim a little more out here. Don't want that to be that much fat. All right, that's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead, rub this down with some mustard as a binder and get it seasoned up. All right, now that we got our brisket all nice and trimmed up, I went ahead and took a lot of that fat that we had trimmed off, put it in this pan so that I can render it down for some tallow while this is cooking. So for our seasoning today, I'm going to be using some 16 mesh coarse black pepper and then the Meat Church Gospel Rub. I'm going to rub this down with some mustard as a binder to start. We'll start on the bottom side, get that all seasoned up, and then we'll move to the fat side. Now, I like cooking these fat side up when I do them. That's just a personal preference thing. I do know that it's kind of also a Central Texas barbecue thing to cook it fat side up. I know a lot of people in other places cook it fat side down, or even using a pellet grill. Sometimes people will cook it fat side down, but I've had great luck cooking it fat side up. So as of right now, I'm going to keep doing it that way. We'll go on with our coarse black pepper first. And then follow it up with the gospel from Meat Church. Go ahead and press that seasoning in. I like to press it, not rub it down. Kind of press it into the meat. Starts that adhering process for the seasoning to kind of sweat in. Flip this over. And we'll do the same thing on the fat side. Start with our mustard. .16 mesh coarse black pepper. And then finish it off with the gospel from Meat Church. All right, while we let this seasoning adhere, let's go ahead, check on the Recteq and see if it's up to temp. All right, now that our seasoning is nice and adhered, let's go ahead, get this thing on the smoker so that it can rest there overnight, get some good smoke on it, and we'll check back in on it in the morning. All right, we got our tallow on there. Go ahead and throw a probe in it so that we can monitor the cook overnight. close it up, and let this baby take a little smoke bath overnight. We'll check back in the morning. All right, it's the next day. It's right around 12:30. Our brisket has been on since 10:45 last night. Let's go ahead and take a peek, see how it looks. Looking really good. Just about where we want to be temperature-wise. So we can go ahead, take this thing off, and get it wrapped up in some butcher paper. We got our tallow here that we've been rendering down, and we'll wrap this brisket with that tallow. So let's go ahead, get this thing off, and bring it inside. All right, so we just took our brisket off the smoker. It was cooking right around 14 hours at 180 to 200 degrees. We took it off. It had reached an internal temperature between 160 and 170. Some spots were hitting like 170, 171. Other spots were kind of 164, 165-ish. But we're going to go ahead now and wrap this up with butcher paper. We're going to take some of the tallow that we used or that we rendered while this was cooking, pour that over top of this. The key I have 2 sheets of butcher paper here, kind of just overlapped a little bit. The key with this is you just want to make it as tight as possible. And then remember your side. So when you go to put it back on the smoker, you know which side is the fat side and then which side is the meat side. So when you put it back on, I'm going to put it back on same way it was on there before, fat side up, and we'll let it go until it's probe tender, probably around 203 to 205 degrees. And then we'll take it off, throw it in the oven or a cooler, let it rest for a couple hours, let that internal temperature come back down, and then we'll slice into it and see how we did. So I'm going to get some tallow on here and we'll get this thing wrapped up. All right, let's go put this thing back on the smoker, throw a probe in it, and we'll monitor the rest of the cook until it reaches an internal temperature of 203 to 205 degrees, or that probe is going in and out of the meat like butter or softened butter. So it's nice and tender. All right, so we got the brisket back on, got a probe in it. I put it in the flat side. The point tends to be a little bit more forgiving than the flat, so I'm going to go based off of the tenderness of the flat rather than the point. Also going to increase the temperature to 275 degrees just for the rest of the cook. All right, I just took our brisket off the smoker. It was on for right around another 3 hours. Once we wrapped it, it is probing really nice and tender. Reading right around 206, 208, 204. Got this crazy one running around. So now what I'm going to do, I like to let my brisket rest for honestly as long as I can. So I'm going to put this into a cooler. We're going to rest it there for probably right around 3 hours until it's time for dinner. And then we'll take it out, slice it, and see how we did. So what I like to do is normally put this in the cooler, cover it with, just cover it up with some towels to keep it warm. let that temperature come down to something that's reasonable, right around 160, 150 for slicing. All right, so our brisket has been resting in this cooler for right around 3 hours. Let's go ahead, take it out, slice into it, and see how we did. This thing looks and smells awesome. Got a nice little jiggle to it. All right, let's slice into this thing, see how we did. Nice smoke ring, super juicy. Looks really, really good. I'm gonna go ahead and slice a piece of this flat off. Good moisture. Seems really tender and juicy. Nice smoke ring on there. That's really good. Very good brisket for, cooking it all night, wrapping it early this morning / afternoon, letting it rest in the cooler for a couple hours. Really turned out awesome. All right, let's do a little recap of our cook here today. We started out, took the brisket out of the package, got it trimmed up nice, rubbed it down with some mustard as a binder, threw some 16 mesh black pepper on top. Then we seasoned it with Meat Church Gospel, threw it on the grill, the smoker last night at 180 to 200 degrees, where it went until right around 12:30 today. So right around 12, 14 hours. Let it cook until it reached an internal temperature of 165 to 170. We then took it off, wrapped it in butcher paper with the tallow that we rendered on the smoker. It cooked for right around another 3 hours until it was probe tender and reached right around 205 to 208 degrees. Took it off, threw it in the cooler, let it rest for a couple hours, sliced it up, and this was the result. Thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.